Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Lesson 12, Canto 7. Welcome to the 7th canto, which has 15 chapters and 750 verses. The opening verse is, King Pariksit inquired, "My dear Brahmana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, being everyone's well-wisher, is equal and extremely dear to everyone. How then did he become partial like a common man for the sake of Indra, and thus kill Indra's enemies? How can a person equal to everyone be partial to some and inimical towards others?" This canto primarily details the fantastic pastimes of Prahlad Maharaj, his father Hiranyakashipu, and Lord Nrsimhadev. The closing chapters, however, explain in great detail the behaviour of a perfect person, ideal family life, and a perfect society, and gives the analogies of learning from the bees and the python. We begin now with Chapter 1. In their previous lives, Shishupala and Dantavakra were Jaya and Vijay, doormen in Vaikuntha. They came to the material world as demons because they offended devotees. Chapter 2. Hiranyakashipu became angry over the Lord's partiality towards his devotees, and thus sent demons to disturb the ceremonies of peaceful sages and others on earth. Chapter 3. Hiranyakashipu desires to become the immortal, absolute ruler of the universe. He thus enters the valley of Mandara mountain and practices severe austerity. A blazing yogic fire eventually comes from the top of his head and disturbs the population of the entire universe. Chapter 4. With the aid of benedictions received from Brahma, Hiranyakashipu conquers the universe and forces even demigods to serve him. He terrorizes everyone, and everyone prays to Vishnu for relief. Chapter 5. When Hiranyakashipu learns that his son Prahlad is a Vaishnava, he tries to have him killed. But no matter how hard he tries, Lord Vishnu always saves Prahlad. Chapter 6. Prahlad instructs his classmates why everyone should be interested in spiritual realization from the age of 5. Chapter 7. Prahlad explains how he learned transcendental knowledge. When Hiranyakashipu left his kingdom to do austerities, the demigods wanted to kill the baby in his wife's womb because they thought that he would be a great demon like his father. Narada stopped them and protected the pregnant woman in his ashram and instructed her and Prahlad in the womb. Chapter 8. When Hiranyakashipu himself threatens to kill Prahlad, Nrsimhadev bursts from a pillar and fights with him. Finally, Nrsimha places Hiranyakashipu on his lap and pierces him with his lion-like claws. Chapter 9. Prahlad pacifies Nrsimha with prayers. For example, "My dear Lord Nrsimhadev, I do not wish to be liberated alone, leaving aside all the poor fools and rascals. I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. Therefore, I wish to bring them back to shelter at your lotus feet. Chapter 10. Nrsimha gives Prahlad the benediction of ruling the world while performing pure devotional service. Chapter 11. By hearing about the characteristics of Prahlad Maharaj, Maharaj Yudhisthira became extremely pleased. Then he inquires from Narada Muni about the actual religion of a human being and the special characteristics of Varnashram Dharma. Chapter 12. A brahmachari living under the care of a true spiritual master shows him sincere respect, acts as his servant, and always carries out his order. He performs spiritual activities and studies Vedic literature. Chapter 13. While describing sannyas, Narada tells of a fascinating meeting between Prahlad and a saint who lay on the ground like a python. Chapter 14. A grihastra should affectionately treat animals, birds, and bees exactly like his own children. He should distribute whatever he owns to everyone without discrimination. The best process is to distribute prasadam. Chapter 15. With love, grihastras should offer food prepared with ghee to the deity of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then offer the prasadam to a suitable person, a Vaishnava or a Brahmin. The closing verse spoken by Sukadeva Goswami in Canto 7 is, "On all the planets within this universe, the varieties of living entities moving and non-moving, including the demigods, demons, and human beings, are all generated from the daughters of Maharaj Daksha. I have now described them and their different dynasties." So that was a very wonderful canto. The following lesson 13 is Canto 8, Part 1. Namaste.